Apologies for the technical difficulties here. We'll join you in the top of the first inning, one out. Shea Smith retired as the leadoff batter. We're underway, day 2 of the GCU kickoff tourney. Alex Larson here alongside Taylor Bond as that one chopped on to third for the second out of the inning by Sierra Smith. GCU 2-0, winning both games yesterday thanks to 16 runs scored in the day. And the heart of the order was absolutely terrorizing the Northern Colorado and Bradley pitchers.
That's right, Alex. Great second day starting off here. Of course, GCU coming off 2 victories yesterday in the start of this tournament, so having the advantage going into day 2, facing off against University of Northern Colorado Bears currently, and then a game against Bradley later this afternoon.
Yeah, on the mound, Jamie Redcliffe. She'll get the start for Northern Colorado. Redcliffe, a 5.9 ERA, only 4 wins, 12 starts for the pitcher. This one grounded to third, squared up by third baseman and thrown over to first for the third out. So no runs, no hits, and retired 3 straight.
GCU having a little bit of a hard time here batting early on in the top of this first here. And we will head out into the field now.
Yesterday versus UNC and Bradley, 2 complete games by the Lopes pitchers. Taylor Nolan going the whole way, 5 hits, 2 earned runs, and 11 strikeouts. Northern Colorado having to pitch 3 of their pitchers. Their starter only going 4.1, giving up 8 hits, 3 earned runs, and no strikeouts. And then in the night game to round off the first day versus Bradley, Aguilar Bosage, the freshman in her first start ever in Division I softball, will go the distance, giving up 7 hits, 3 earned runs. It got close towards the end, but thanks to the runs in the top half of the inning, they were able to ride the insurance. And Bradley also had to use 3 pitchers in that. Their starter went 5.1, but GCU was on her the whole night. Of course, getting set down 1-2-3 in the top half of the inning.
Second day, of course, for opening weekend here in the brand new GCU softball stadium. Highly anticipated opening weekend for this stadium, of course. This expansion was part of the 10-2 athletic campus facilities expansion here. Looks really nice, Alex. Of course, it's part of a 2-step phase here. First, they'll do the stadium, and then, of course, the seating will finish up for the 2018 softball season.
That's right, and it was beautiful at night and perfectly rounded off with the 2 wins. Valencia on the mound for the Lopes, the junior. Her second pitch is in there for strike 1. 1-1 to the batter, Erica Dick. Went 0 for 3 yesterday with a walk and a strikeout. And the 1-1. This one inside and low. The ump seemed to be calling it high and away last night. We'll see what calls and strike zone they'll establish early today. The umpires for this game, behind the plate, Louis Barraza. The first base umpire, Joe Coates, and the third base umpire, Daniel Young Abernathy. Is that one bunted foul?
Taylor Nolan, of course, voted preseason pitcher of the year in first team honors. 23 points in the coaches poll. Of course, GCU predicted to finish first, tied with New Mexico in Western Athletic Conference titleship play this year.
Off to a great start last night with those 2 wins. As Valencia and Dick are in a little battle here. A couple fouled off. It's 2-2. Now looking in. Oh, that one just missed. It seemed like it might have been low, if anything, but I thought Dick was going to be rung up there. Not so.
Yeah, she looked a little off balance there when she swung through.
The 3-2 fouled sharply off into the GCU dugout, and she's been ahead of everything so far in the at-bat. But battling off a couple foul balls here, and the count remains full. Bottom of the first inning, no outs. The Bears, the designated home team because of the tournament fashion. An off-speed pitch. Dick just got a piece. Fouled barely back to the backstop. And the battle will continue.
UNC coming off a losing season last year, just 9-33 in the Big Sky Conference.
This one sharply hit over the left fielder's head off the wall. She'll play it off the third, bounce, find the cutoff at short. But Dick will be in with a lead-off double. And a good at-bat leads to a runner in scoring position early in this first inning.
Lorraine out there in left field in good positioning, though. She got that one off quick and thrown in. Lead at second.
A little bit misplayed, it seemed like, out there in left field. Seems like she came in first and the ball was tracking back as a bunt attempt. It's a strike as she misses. It's on the outside part of the plate. A nice pitch there by Valencia. I'm sure Olsen wishes she had that one back out there in left field. Would have been a really nice play, actually, but maybe just misreading the ball due to the sun or something. The 1-0. A big lead over there down at second by Dick, but no one covering for the throwdown. We saw something like that in the Bradley game in which the catcher decided to throw it down to second, but there was no one covering. And Camry Wortman got there late, and the ball went into the center fielder, and a run scored.
She's attempting for this bunt again here at home.
Yeah, no outs. Just started the game. You want to try and get her to third, of course. Get a run here. Wanted the throw down, but no help there.
Of course, we talked about this before the game had started. When a team is in a series like this playing 2 or 3 times, they tend to have completely different, matchups the next day, and it can turn into really an entirely different game. That's sort of the momentum we're seeing actually here early on. It's as if the Bears are coming out slightly with the advantage here on the Lopes early in this first.
Another full count worked by this second batter. Talmadge fouls this one off to the left side, and she's staying alive, working the count as well. The 9-2 victory versus Northern Colorado yesterday, and then 7-4 as 5 of the runs came in the 5th inning, 3 in the 6th, and they were comfortable with 12 hits only compared to the Bears' 5.
This is Jordan Wytrick up at bat here. She's a sophomore out of Aurora, Colorado, Eagle Crest High School.
We attract wanting to make something happen here and get Dick over to third base. You don't want to strand that runner on second or on the bases at all, getting her on with no outs to start the inning. Weatrack yesterday was 2 for 3 with a run scored and a home run, as that pitch in there for a strike. It'll be 2-1.
Absolutely, and of course, the series continues as
finally up and
out
throws
for
it
that,
down to
yeah.
second. But not even close, as Wortman is there to cover the base, and now the infield will concur with each other.
As we were saying, this series will continue with Bradley versus UNC in a matchup this evening. Of course, that's the first time they've actually played each other in school history. This is the second time in series history that the Bears have matched up against the Lopes, going 0-2 against the Lopes. She'll get one hit off there.
Popped on to the shortstop, Shea Smith, for the second out. And Valencia looking good after getting down in a hole, surrendering a leadoff double into left. This will be the cleanup hitter, Rachel Johnson.
The first baseman, number 22, Rachel Johnson.
Smith very comfortable there at shortstop, grabbing that one down and getting that out sealed for her. Her sister, of course, on the team as well, twin sister, Sierra Smith.
Johnson, 2 for 5 yesterday, starting both games. Looking to make something happen here. 1-0, 2 outs. Weakly tapped, and they're going to, should have let that one go foul, but plays it fair. Nice barehanded grab, and the inning is over.
Yeah, I think they knew they could easily get that one off and, you know, get the easy out there to end this first and head into the second.
So 1 hit, 1 stranded, and no runs. We'll be right back here for the top of the second.
GCU is the university that never sleeps, moving at the speed of light. And now GCU is leading in the area of computer science and IT. With over 200 university degree programs across 9 colleges, on campus and online, join the most inventive concept in education today. Fast track options available with courses in cybersecurity, cloud computing, and systems architecture. Find your purpose at Grand Canyon University. Visit gcu.edu/IT.
Back here for the top of the second inning, each team, or I should say the Bears, getting a hit in their half of the inning. GCU going 3 straight. And we're seeing a little bit different than what we saw last night, where each team, Bradley and GCU, scoring runs early in this game, but a little bit slower as we start the second day of this tournament.
Absolutely. GCU really needing to score here in this second inning, starting off, you know, with a little bit slower momentum than we saw yesterday. Of course, scoring big numbers yesterday against UNC, 9-2 yesterday. That was in game 1, and of course, scoring 7-4 against the game against Bradley. Game 2 of a 2-game doubleheader yesterday, heading into this one of 2 doubleheaders today in the end of the series.
Lainey Gomez to lead this one off. She'll be the center fielder and the cleanup hitter today. Gomez, 1 for 5 yesterday, 3 runs scored and an RBI. She was also walked twice. And a slap attempt swung on and missed on the outer half of the plate.
Lainey Gomez Jr. here locally, attended Perry High School. She started in all 50 games last year in the outfield as a sophomore. .326 batting average and recorded 42 hits with 2 doubles.
That one looked to be on the outer part of the plate, and the 2-1 delivery is chopped back to the backstop. It'll be 2-2. Way ahead of that one. So she'll probably be looking for some off speed here.
Left-handed hitter here, Lainey Gomez. Freshman, she played in 37 games, started 36.
Swung on and missed for the 3rd strike. And Redcliffe dealing right now, early on. GCU needing to figure her out.
Number 5, Camry Wortman.
Yeah, struggling here against this UNC pitcher today. No hits off yet.
Camry Wortman steps in as she'll take this first pitch for a ball. She was unstoppable yesterday. 6 for 8, 3 runs scored, 3 doubles, 2 RBIs.
Yeah.
Second pitch outside. It's ball 2. It'll be 2-0.
Incredible game for Wortman, opening up her season, or her senior season here at GCU. Great way to start off that for her.
Fouled off to the backstop. 2-2. And Redcliffe working quickly here too, putting her pitches in the spots where they need to be.
She's looking strong. You can tell the confidence, you know, the way she's moving her body. You can tell that she's confident in this pitching. She's ready to come out today for a UNC victory.
This one just taken high. Looked to be a pretty good pitch. One that Wortman probably could have crushed, but takes it for the third ball. And she will be on with a walk there. So a 1-out walk. Exactly what the Lopes need is a runner on here in the top of the second inning.
Yeah, we need someone on base here for a hoped run there. It'll be Bianca Boiling now up to bat.
Bowling went 2 for 7 yesterday. She had 2 doubles as well, 5 RBIs. And really another huge performance by Alope in the 6th spot. Fouled on into the catcher's glove. It'll be 0-2. So Bowling down in the count early. Exactly what Redcliffe wants. The delivery. That one taken low, a good eye. Trying to get her to chase with the off speed in the dirt.
Keeping an eye on Wortman on first there. They're having that good coverage. You can see second collapsing a little bit into the shallows of the field.
This one misses outside, so
Yeah.
working back in the count and staying patient is Bianca Bowling, 2-2.
Absolutely, taking advantage of those balls and getting those numbers, allowing a few more bats there.
Swung on and missing. It's another strikeout here for Redcliffe, her second, and Bianca Bowling is gone, 2 outs.
What has been the difference, Alex, today in the Bears pitching versus yesterday? We got 9 runs on the Bears yesterday, and they're kind of shutting us down early here today.
GCU just needing to settle in, and this one thrown down to first. Find the groove of the new pitcher.
Wortman attempting there to get off of first, hustled back in order to not get out.
Stevens went 1 for 1 when she was called on for the designated player. Thrown on to first on the tapper, and she'll be on first safely. And on to third is Camry Wortman, so it'll be first and third now with 2 outs.
Wortman making a nice little run out of that one, getting to third. You could see the hustle and sliding right into third. Potential scoring opportunity here for the Lopes in the second.
Now Lorianne Olsen. Lulu was 0 for 3 last night. The freshman getting the start out in left field as the slap attempt is taken for a strike. It'll be 0-1. This one outside, and it seems like Redcliffe really trying to work the outer part of that plate,
Yeah.
and it's retired a couple of these Lopes already. The 1-1 swung on and fouled into the catcher's glove, dropped, but it'll be the second strike now, 1-2 down in the count.
She's making few errors, Alex. You see, if any balls that she picks up, it's that she's a little far right, but she's pitching nicely down middle, and that
Tapped
will
on
be
to
the third
second,
out.
tossed on to first, and GCU will strand 2. 1 hit, an infield hit, a walk, but no runs. 0-0 as we'll go to the bottom of the second. Check out the latest from the College of Theology's blog, Living Faith. This Christian blog covers biblical, theological, and practical topics, all written by GCU faculty and special guests. Go to blogs.gcu.edu/COT. That's blogs.gcu.edu/COT for more. Well, a slow start to this game so far, only a couple hits. That came in the form of an infield tapper by Megan Stevens. And then a leadoff line drive over the left fielder's head for Erica Dick for the Bears.
Camry Wortman showing great effort there, getting on to third, setting up a nice opportunity, of course not following through, getting that third out there on first, but Lopes looking good, having strong momentum. We'd like to see them not get so shut down at bat here. UNC Bears pitching really coming out in a whole new day today. Alex really standing out, and it'll be back up for us, of course. Mariah Valencia back up to pitch for the Lopes.
Lauren Page, the designated player, 0 for 3 yesterday, looking for something different. GCU, the favorable matchup, righty on righty. On its way, this one fouled back.
Yeah.
All over that one, but just under it. And it'll be 0-2, Valencia ahead in the count.
Didn't look like a great release from Valencia off of that one. Making contact here.
And a nice.
That one looked a lot better.
Yeah, nice movement on that pitch. Kind of starting inside and working its way to the outer part of the plate as it tailed off.
Getting a lot of speed off of that one. All about that release. That'll be another nice one off, but making contact. Foul ball.
This one fouled down to the left side. Way on top of that one and way ahead. So let's see if Valencia will stay with the off-speed pitch. She'll take her by surprise. 1-2. Just underway here in the bottom of the second inning.
Of course, if you're just
on its way, this one rings her up. And a strikeout there, the second of the day for Mariah Valencia. And she will match Redcliffe's.
Number 3, Adeline Coldiron.
If you're just joining us here, of course, in the second inning, GCU will take on Bradley at 2:30 to wrap up their play in this series.
And another nice pitch with some action at the end. A breaking ball. Really working hard to get that one where she wants it on the outer part of the plate, not getting the call. This one on the inside part of the plate and a bit high, but it's in there for a strike.
Yeah, she's setting herself up nicely. She's getting the ones that she needs. She's getting that strike momentum. Pitching right down the middle.
Another breaking ball on the outside and low, but not getting the call. And so it'll be 2-1 for the catcher, Coldiron. The 2-1. This one lined down the left field line. Good job of Stevens tracking that one down and squaring it up. Staying on first, but it'll be a one-out single for Adeline Coldiron.
The center fielder, number 5, Kaylee Garcia.
Good job of taking that ball where it was pitched. It was on the inner part of the plate. Waiting, not being too far ahead of it as she was to begin the at-bat. And she got herself a nice base hit.
Picking up the first ball there in this stand. One thing that's tough on pitchers is you can't break down and get frustrated when you're picking up these numbers. You have to stay consistent, pitch down the middle, and really get that strike opportunity. That'll go left field over to second.
And a nice play over to second as Cameron Wharton able to drag the foot on the bag. Over to her right was Shea Smith, and it wasn't a double play ball. She had to decide if she wanted to get it all the way over the diamond and get the throw at first or get it over to second, and she picked the easier play. And that'll be 2 outs now.
Wortman does a terrific job of staying quick on her feet, quick with the IQ, knowing the area of the field. She did a great job of capitalizing on that play in essence.
Sunoki went 1 for 5 yesterday. And almost 2 for 6 on the tournament so far, just missing a base hit down the left field line again. Batters seem to be ahead of Valencia. The 1-1. Bloop to the second baseman. And the catch is made for the third out. So 1 hit and 1 stranded, but no runs here. We'll stay scoreless from Phoenix, Arizona. We'll be right back for the top of the third.
Finding the right college isn't always simple. The choices I make today affect where I'll be tomorrow. That's why I chose Grand Canyon University. Here I'm working toward a greater purpose and a place that feels like home. With scholarships to help me earn my degree, I can graduate in less than 4 years. By attending GCU, Arizona's premier private Christian university, I know I'm not just making the right choice, I'm making the smart choice.
Find your purpose at Grand Canyon University. Private, Christian, affordable. Visit gcu.edu.
Waiting on the start of the top of the third inning, GCU, the designated away team due to this tournament fashion. Couple hits for each teams, but not really able to get too much momentum going.
Head coaches for both teams. Head coach Shayna Easlery enters her 5th year at the helm of the program for the UNC Bears. And of course, UNC welcomes 3 newcomers into the program this season. 3rd time meeting in program history. The Lopes lead the series, all-time series, in 2-0 matchup. Last meetings, GCU's Nolan struck out 10 batters in pitching a 3-hitter to lead the Lopes to a 7-1 victory over the Bears, and that was, of course, in the 2016 season.
Leading off the top of the third for the Lopes, and batting 9, the right fielder, number 20, Taylor Kay.
For the Lopes head coach Ian Pearson, the only coach in Lopes softball history, their 14th season of guiding the Lopes. And here we are back in action.
Taylor Kay, the 9 batter, will start, and this one tapped onto the pitcher, and it'll be 1 gone immediately to start the top half of the third.
Radcliffe really closing out our batters here today, Alex. 5'11" senior from Queensland, Australia.
And now Shea Smith will come back. Out in her first at-bat. She's 0 for 1 so far today after coming off a 4 for 8 day yesterday. 4 runs scored, 2 RBIs, a triple, a double, a home run. Weak tapper onto short, and a nice play over there by Erica Dick, the leader for this Bears team, and that will be 3 swings, 2 outs right there for Radcliffe. So exactly what she wanted, and Shea Smith is 0 for 2.
Good to see the opportunities occurring to make that contact, to make the runs to first.
First pitch taken for a ball.
His twin sister, Sierra Smith.
The 1-0. Behind on that one, but Line foul to the backstop. Smith was a weak ground ball out to third. Her first at bat. Looking to make something else of it this time. The 1-1. And Redcliffe's not going to get the call there. A good eye by Smith to watch that one on the outer part of the plate.
Another left-handed hitter for GCU.
And this one low. The Bears teammates loving that pitch, but no luck in the call, and now it's a good hitter's count for Sierra Smith. The 3-1 inside, taken for ball 4.
Yep.
So this time she'll be on with a walk.
And that will mean it is now
Catcher, Nikki Gonzalez.
Nikki Gonzalez's turn. Catcher for the Lopes. She'll bat right side here today. Her second at bat.
And this one on to short. Thrown on to first high, but the play is made. And a first at bat, ground ball out to third. The second one, a ground ball out to short. So that'll be the end of the first. One stranded. Still 0-0.
You could tell they contemplated that play a little bit. Were they going to get him out at second or get him out at first? Decided to make the long ditch effort to get out first. Doesn't really matter. 3 strikes, 3 outs.
Well, a nice defensive battle so far between Valencia and Redcliffe. Only a couple hits for each team. And working very efficiently. Valencia waiting for the bottom half of the third here.
If you're visiting campus this spring, why not stay at the GCU Hotel, featuring comfortable rooms, a resort-style pool, and the Canyon 49 Grill. It's the perfect place to stay when coming to GCU. Rooms start at $79 a night. Book a room today at gcuhotel.com.
Yeah, if you were with us yesterday, the game against Bradley, me and Michael Potter talking about the high praises of that Canyon 49 Grill and how delicious it is. You been there, Taylor?
I have, yes. Canyon 49, very popular place, of course. This is the first year it's been open, so it's a nice place. Plus, students are pleased that you can use, your dining dollars.
That's exactly what I told. That's what I told Potter. I said
Yep.
the same thing. I said I got the steak because I had the dining dollars.
Yeah, exactly.
know,
That's the thing, too. You can eat, good meals, too.
Slapped on to third, and a nice play made by Sierra Smith. Not a lot of reaction time. It was backhanded right down the line, but a first pitch out, and Kudaner is retired.
Sierra Smith, of course, only a sophomore, but she had a very impressive freshman year, played and started in all 50 games, recording 52 hits and 167 at-bats, 5 doubles, 4 triples, 6 home runs.
This one in the gap. Doesn't have the juice, and it does. Erica Dick starting with a line drive over the left fielder's head. This one sent to opposite field in the gap, and the first run is on the board in favor of the Bears.
Yep, nice little hit right there. All the way up, all the way over for the Bears. That'll be their first home run of the day. Leading 1-0 now, the bottom of the third. Lopes will look to answer back. Valencia closing out these batters here in hopes to get them back out at bat.
Well, that first real mistake that Valencia made, she kind of left that one up in the zone, and Dick was just able to put a nice swing on that ball.
Yeah, Valencia pitching pretty decently today. Like to see her a little bit more consistent down the middle. Pitching far right now. That'll be
Yeah, this one
one
on for a
strike,
strike.
though.
2-1, getting the call there.
Interesting, because I was going to say if that one looked more like a ball, it was going to be that one, but she got called for the strike.
Yeah, we've seen variation of the strike zone there as it's kind of bunted slash tapped on to third, and a nice play again by Sierra Smith. Both outs belonging to her. Two nice athletic plays. One over to her left, one over to her right, and there's two gone now.
This game is having a quick turnover, unusual for a softball game to have such quick action, so back and forth. Now in the bottom of the third, only nearly 30 minutes in.
It's certainly a quick game, that due to the pitching as Valencia finds her stride there with that off-speed slash breaking ball pitch right down the middle of the plate, taken by Rachel Johnson, who tapped it right in front of the catcher for her first at-bat.
There'll be one ball there. That one a little bit better, seemed a little low, but right down the center of the plate, a little bit more speed off the release. That'll look a lot better.
Foul to the right side and out of play. So Wiatrak staying alive, 1-2. Misspoke, she's popped up to the shortstop. Her first at bat, bottom of the first inning.
Two strikes, one ball, two outs. Good news for the Lopes here. Valencia up to take the mound again. Wanting to see a little bit more call to action from the Lopes pitcher today. The Bears pitcher really shutting us down.
Tailing off the outside part of the plate. It'll be 2-2. No on. Two and two. This one in the dirt, taken for a ball, so full count, two outs.
Alex, how do you get a pitcher to maintain their momentum, maintain their energy here? 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. What do you tell them?
Well, it's not, I mean, you just got to stay in the game, especially knowing that you just gave up the home run, and hope to get some help from your offense there. Is that one taken inside? Oh, man. Could have been a tweener, as it could have maybe been called a strike, but this one called in favor of Northern Colorado, and a runner is on now with a walk. Good at-bat there for Jordan Wiatrak. Rachel Johnson tapped to the catcher, her first at-bat. Going to add to this lead.
Johnson, a junior from Highlands Ranch, Colorado.
Nice pitch in there by Valencia, some nice velocity.
She made 2016 College Madness preseason second team. It's one of only 3 players to appear in all 42 games for the Bears last year as a sophomore. Beautiful day out here for the second opening day for GCU Softball Stadium. We got quite the view up here, Alex.
1-2. Breaking ball on the outside, misses for a ball. And now it's 2-2, 2 outs and a runner on first. Inside. No, taken for a ball. Good eye by Rachel Johnson. That pitch has been called intermittently, but not there. And now it'll be a full count again. This one fouled down the third baseline.
Yeah, fouled down to the left. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Keeping her at bat here. Number 22, Rachel Johnson.
And the 3-2. Valencia, this one line to third.
Yeah. Nice
but
job.
caught there, and all three plays are putouts by Sierra Smith there. A ground ball to third from Kuderna, and then a homer, a solo shot to right field by Erica Dick to put the first run on. And that is how the third will end. 1-0 Northern Colorado. We'll be right back for the start of the fourth.
Hey Phoenix, it's Thunder Dan Marley, head coach at Grand Canyon University. Coming to GCU was a great move for me. Join Antelope Nation by enrolling as an evening student at our beautiful campus in the heart of Phoenix. Earn your bachelor's, master's, or doctoral degree to take your career to the next level. Engage with industry expert instructors in small classroom settings where you can get the support you need to excel. Scholarships available. See you on campus. Go Lopes.
Find your purpose at Grand Canyon University. Visit gcu.edu/evening.
Happening in the bottom of the third, Mariah Valencia leaving it up in the zone. And Erica Dick, the leadoff hitter, deposited well over the fence in between the right and center fielder. The furthest part of the outfield other than, of course, center field. About 225 out there and 250 over the batter's eye.
Absolutely. Really, the UNC pitcher is shutting us down here as we've been talking about in batting. It's been hard for us to get on due to her tremendous effort here for UNC. She's really been the change in this game versus yesterday. Of course, that's Jamie Redcliffe, the senior out of Queensland, Australia. As a freshman, she started 9 of 30 games, 2 wins. She pitched in 1 complete game.
Now Lainey Gomez, the center fielder. Her first at-bat struck out swinging on a slap attempt on the outer part of the plate.
Batting left hand here. She tried to run at that one a little, almost an attempted bunt for Lainey.
The 0-1 by Redcliffe. Outside, but this one not called for a strike.
You can see Redcliffe's confidence just gleaming from her every time she pitches down, really smiling from that one.
Chopped on and fouled off, so it'll be 2-2 now. Or 1-2, I should say. Scoreboard operator. A little bit making some mistakes. Is this one off-speed pitch in the dirt? It looked like she might have wanted to swing at that one, but a good eye to lay off that one as it was a trap pitch. Gomez taps this one on, and Redcliffe puts it away for the first out of the inning. So not solid contact at all, and still waiting on that first really explosive spark for this offense so far today.
Yeah, the Lopes offense really struggling here today. A little bit different outlook than we saw yesterday, getting 9 runs off here for the Bears yesterday and getting none today early on. Of course, 7 innings.
Wortman, after going 6 for 8 yesterday, has yet to register an at-bat, walking her first. So she's 0 for 0 now. Her second at-bat, 1-0 in the count. And the second pitch taken for a ball. Might have missed low. So she's ahead in the count, looking for something to crush.
Wortman, one of 3 GCU players to receive preseason WAC awards.
Misplayed over there by Short. And Wortman is beaten. The throw gets her. A good recovery over there by Erica Dick, who had the solo home run for the Bears. Had some problems with it initially, but able to get it on over the diamond, and Wortman is retired on the sharply hit ball.
Wortman playing very consistently, though, today. She had some great second base plays early on to these first few innings. Getting on base
A weak tapper over to the first baseline, taken by the first baseman, Rachel Johnson, and it is a 1-2-3 inning, and not a good inning at all for the Lopes.
No.
Hoping to recover here defensively in the bottom of the fourth. No hits, no runs, none left on. Bottom of the fourth, 1-0 still. Don't forget to tune in to GCU TV tonight for the Lopes' huge rematch against New Mexico State. The game starts at 7 p.m. with coverage starting at 6:30. You won't want to miss it. That's going to be an absolute incredible game, of course. New Mexico State coming off a loss. GCU coming off a win a couple days ago to UTRGV. And, of course, vying for the top spot in the WAC are those two teams.
Absolutely. Of course, there's Havocs and Lopes fans already camping out there in front of the GCU arena. So sure to be an excited crowd, an excited arena for that. So if you get done here with softball today, you can head on over to that game later this evening.
Well, we're getting ready here for the bottom of the fourth inning. The Bears will lead off here with Lauren Page.
Bottom of the fourth for the Bears. The designated player, number 18, Lauren Page.
Lopes finished last year's 2016 season 35-15, 10-5 in the conference. They led the WAC in hits per game, runs per game, and doubles per game, along with stolen bases and steal attempts.
Way ahead of that one. It's fouled off, fly to the left side.
Yeah, one strike. Valencia back up at the pitcher's mound.
Page down 0-1 will take the second pitch for a strike. It'll be 0-2, and Valencia looking to retire a batter early.
Valencia needing to recover from these first few innings. Offensively, we haven't done a great job. Now here, trying to get these Bears out early, get these last opportunities here in the bottom of the fourth.
And the 1-2 outside, and a good job of framing it, but the ump's not going to go for it, and it's 2-2 now. The 2-2 to Page. Inside, taken for ball 3, and now it'll be another full count. Seems like the Bears have done a good job of working this count and being patient, making Valencia throw as many pitches and a couple of full count scenarios here already. And she, after being down in the count, she'll force a walk. So a very nice at-bat. Lauren Page will be on for a leadoff walk.
Yeah, not something you necessarily want as a pitcher, to have someone on base with no strikes, no outs there. To have someone on first puts the pressure on. Of course, getting that home run in the last series here. Needing to recover from the pitching side.
3 hits so far for the Bears, 2 hits for the Lopes. The lone run coming in the shape of a solo home run out to right center field.
Your attention, please. Pinch running in first place. Base for the Bears, number 21, Sophia Taylor.
And we'll have a pinch runner here for Lauren Page. It will be Sophia Taylor. So Taylor will pinch run.
Valencia looking to stay consistent here. Gonna see a pitch right down the middle. Nice speed off that one.
0-1, and that one missed on the outside part
Yeah.
of the plate. So now it'll be a 1-1. Well, rain was in the forecast earlier this week. The 1-1 delivery is bunted on. A nice put-down bunt. Good play there by the catcher, Nikki Gonzalez, but the runner has moved on over to second here with only 1 out. And the job was done there by Adeline Coldiron.
Good coverage by the Lopes. You saw the Smith sisters collapse there to third in case that runner attempted for third. Getting to first, getting out. 1 out here. Valencia looking for a second out here in the bottom of the 4th.
It's now Kaylee Garcia, fielder's choice. This is grounded to the shortstop who flipped it over to second for the out there. Too soft for a double play ball. Looking for an RBI with a runner on in scoring position with only 1 out. The delivery, a nice lead down there at second by the pinch runner Sophia Taylor. And the 1-1 delivery. And aggressive base running. We saw it last night from Bradley. Poor decision by Sophia Taylor. Usually when the ball's hit in front of you as a base runner, you hold until the throw's made on over to first. She went right away, and as a result, that runner in scoring position is gone, and now there's 2 outs with a runner on first. So a poor decision by the pinch hitter Sophia Taylor. And you can't be too happy about that. If you're a Bear, the opportunity to stretch this lead really gone. Thrown on to first, low reward play, too risky, and would like to see Gonzalez hold on to that ball. And it's 1-0.
Lopes needing to take an advantage of these mistakes, though, and really recover well. They collapsed on that, misstep there and recovered nicely. Down just 1 run here in the bottom of the 4th. 1 on first. At bat here, 2 balls, 2 outs.
Saniki was an out her last at bat. This one sharply hit down the left field line. She'll round second, but the glove of Sierra Smith able to slow that ball down. Had it not, it would have probably trailed all the way down into the corner. And so held to a single. So now that base running decision and error by Sophia Taylor really coming back to haunt the Bears. Should be 2-0, but a foolish decision. And GCU is able really to, avoid a bad situation.
Absolutely. Just what they needed, really.
Still 2 outs, first and second. So certainly not panicking by any means. That run would have been a sure score, 2-0, but decided to break the base path rules.
2 on base, though. Have to be careful. That one fouled out to the left. 1 ball, 1 strike, 2 outs. This is in the GCU advantage here, but of course, 2 on base. This could mean trouble, really. If any one of these hits home, that's notching up the runs here. GCU has to be careful in the bottom of this 4th.
The 1-1 high, and looked like it might have been intentional for a pitch out, but they decide not to throw it down. And now this one fouled.
Out left, yep.
Down over third base. It'll be 2-2. Caderna was an out to third base her last time, a weak ground ball. 2-2, 2 outs. This one right down the center, but seemed a bit low. So now another full count worked on by these Bears hitters. 2 outs, 3-2. Got to be careful here, especially with runners on. Can't leave one up in the zone. Valencia 3-2. Nice pitch on the outside part of the plate. That's weakly chopped. Foul.
Left-handed hitter again. We're seeing a lot more left-handed hitters than I think per usual.
A lot of these girls, as I looked over the roster, are switch hitters, as this one fouled off again, well behind that pitch. She is slapping at it, but seems to be well behind it, but staying alive anyway is Kuderna. These Bears batters have done a great job of being patient against Mariah Valencia today, making her throw the max amount of pitches. Weakly tapped on to short. Smith makes the play.
Yep.
And the out.
Smith doing an impeccable job today, staying consistent. She's really being that clutch player that we need in these times of advantage, really, when we need her to come through, get that third out. Top of the fifth now, and we'll be right back after this.
I'm Taylor. I'm a senior here at GCU and I'm studying marketing. Moving on campus was one of the best decisions ever. Being an RA has given me a lot of experience that I think I can carry on through the rest of my life. Throughout my time here at GCU, I've needed $20,000 worth of assistance, but through my on-campus position and the multiple scholarships, I've been able to earn the money each year to pay that back, so by the time I walk across the stage, I'll have no debt.
Find your purpose at Grand Canyon University. Private, Christian, affordable. Visit gcu.edu.
Welcome back. If you're just joining us, that last half of the inning, a runner in scoring position taken away off a base running error made by the pinch runner Sophia Taylor, and then a single down the left field line would lead to runners on first and second, but they strand both of them as Valencia is able to get out of it, and it remains 0-0. Grand Canyon looking to finally make something happen.
Yeah, exactly. We needed this momentum. We needed this little run on the Bears. Their pitchers really shutting us down today, really taking advantage of this, in essence, new matchup today. And needing to come out here, needing to bat a little better now in this offensive position that we have here and get on base and ultimately get some runs off here on the Bears. The at bat here for GCU, it's going to be Megan Stevens batting right. And that's going to be the first strike. Put back up, first strike. 0 balls, 0 outs. She'll get that one off left, over to first, and she will be out here early in this fifth. The Bears doing a great job today. Good communication. And really the pitching is what's doing it for us today, Alex. They're really shutting us down. And, you know, she's getting those strikes off early, consistent right over the plate, right down the middle. And we're getting the connection just, you know, as we see here, Lorraine Olson attempting to bunt at this one.
Yeah, that first hit sharply hit to third, but a nice play over there, and a bunt attempt not taken. Bunted. Nice bunt, picked up by the pitcher, and she's on with a single. So a bunt single for Lorianne Olson.
On to first, something we need in this advantage here. Taylor Kay up to bat left.
One and 0, a runner on first here, and now a chance maybe, as Taylor Kay's going to put down a bunt, but it's fouled.
One strike, 1 ball, 1 out. 1 at first here. The Lopes, of course, playing directly after this game at 2:30 against the Bradley Braves, the Missouri Valley Conference. Braves finished 18-30 record last year. Kay to bat left, bunts that one. Clips but connects. 2 strikes, 1 ball, 1 out now.
1 and 2 as that one bunted foul. So an opportunity may be squandered as she wasn't able to get any of those down. This one chopped on, basically a bunt taken by the pitcher, and a nice play as she's able to beat the runner. The throw does beat the runner. So moves her over to second now, but 2 outs as the top of the order is back.
She just nearly got squeezed out there. She looked so close on to first, but the ump calling it an out. Now 2 outs here. The Lopes needing to make something happen, needing to get this runner onto third and onto home to keep the dream alive. That'll be pitched far right for the first ball here. Back at the top of the batting.
Well, after some offense yesterday, we're seeing this game consistently being defense. And this one over the head of the center fielder, and it's down. 1 run will score. The game is tied. And the leadoff batter, Shea Smith, getting another double after 1 yesterday and an RBI. So finally, we're back to even.
Absolutely. Great effort by Shea Smith and the Lopes. That was hit line drive down to the center. Bears just missing it there in center field, allowing her to pick up that double there and finally get a run on the board for the Lopes. Tied up now, 1-1. Foul ball to the left here. 2 outs, though. Runner on second. We're in good advantage, good opportunity now, Alex. This is exactly what we needed to see from the Lopes.
Oh, a breaking ball. Off-speed pitch. Left up. But it's foul, and now we'll have time as Smith is going to toss over the batting ankle brace. The 1-1. Outside and low. And it's 2-1.
Sister Sierra Smith looking to match her sister's efforts here, scoring that last run. Three balls, 1 strike, 2 outs. She's a good
3-1.
to get walked here, yeah.
And foul down the third baseline. Weekly.
They will call that a strike, I believe.
Yeah, I think the way this game's been called, that would have been called a strike. She had enough swing, so a good job of reaching out and getting that one.
Yeah.
And this one tapped onto the shortstop. Does she make the tag? I guess she didn't. It looks like maybe she did, or she thought she did.
No, it looked like they got a little tripped up almost. The shortstop there getting a little misjumbled by the little action going on, but able to jumping over there and get 1 on first, 1 on third here. They're going to regain some composure here for both teams. But great decision to make that run there.
Well, that would have been a really nice play if she would have made that tag, but well, running with 2 outs and a good job of being able to run over it, I guess, and get the speed. So now we'll have runners on first and third with 2 outs. And the 3-hitter, Nikki Gonzalez, up to bat. So just the opportunity you want with 2 outs. This pitch lined up the middle. Nice. It's a base hit. 1 will score. And now another base hit and runners on first and second. So Nikki Gonzalez comes through, deposits it right back up into center field, and the Lopes take the lead.
exactly what the Lopes needed. 1 on first now, 1 on second. Up 2 runs to 1. Of course, if you're able to see the scoreboard, the UNC Bears are under the Lopes names, so that'll be 1 for the Lopes technically on the scoreboard, 2 for the visitors, which will be us in purple as the series goes. They will be the away team.
First pitch, strike, and now the 0-1 outside. Lainey Gomez, the cleanup hitter, looking for an RBI for herself. Gonzalez grabs one there.
Oh,
And
just
this one is
missing
going to be a
that
base
one.
hit. And another run will score. And now GCU finding their stride. And let's go back to yesterday, in which they just could not be stopped from scoring runs in the 5th inning. 5 against the Bears yesterday, and 3 so far this time with 2 outs.
Absolutely. Redcliffe jumping for that one. She just couldn't grab that one out. They'll sub in pitchers now here for the Bears. And it's going to be number 18, Lauren Page, junior from Highlands Ranch, that will now sub in.
Yeah, Page comes on last year, 0 for 1, 7.45 ERA. Only 9.2 innings pitched. That was in the Big Sky Conference.
Defensive change for the Bears. Now pitching number 18, Lauren Page.
Such a great last-ditch effort here in the 5th inning for the Lopes. Really, like you said, gaining their stride, gaining their momentum, and really stacking up those runs like we saw yesterday. Now 3-1 in the advantage here in the second half of this game.
Exactly what the Lopes needed, forcing a pitching change already.
Now batting for the Lopes.
Yeah, you could tell that they had that confidence and they had that consistency from the beginning of this game. They had a few little errors, a few little mistakes, and ultimately Redcliffe missing that catch there, opportunity to stop that momentum play here, forcing a sub in at the pitcher's mound. It's going to be number 5, Camry Wortman, all-star from yesterday's game, going 6 and 8, up to bat left here, picking up 1 ball. Lauren Page pitching far right side on that one.
The 1-0 outside, taken for another ball, and Wortman being patient, making this new pitcher throw pitches.
Absolutely. With a change of pitcher, really, it changes the dynamic of the team, really, in essence. They've had the same pitcher all 4 innings. She'll go right side.
Bloop, and can't make the play in foul territory.
Yep.
Good effort made by Cheyenne Talmadge, but coming up just a little bit short.
Two balls, 1 strike, 2 outs. That one actually looked like one of her better throws there, but they'll pick up a ball. I think it was still a little far right. She seems to pitch consistently right side here.
So far, definitely working the outside part, and Wortman rolls over on this one.
Yep.
So that is how the top of the 5th will end, but 3 runs, a couple stranded, and a couple base hits. Bottom of the 5th, the Lopes will take a 3-1 lead.
See 2 gentlemen of Verona in Ethington Theater like never before. This classic Shakespearean comedy has been infused with the wizarding world of Harry Potter, and it opens this weekend. Full of Harry Potter references, this won't be a show to miss. Get your tickets at the Ethington box office or email ethington@gcu.edu.
3-1 here now. Valencia digs back in, and now it's completely different mindset as a pitcher. You go from 1 run down, pitching in a tight trailing game, now to leading 3-1. A 2-run cushion definitely feels like more than 2 runs, especially when you've been trailing 1-0 for the whole day.
Yeah, that was really the inning of the game, or the, part of the game that they needed to get back on top. 3-1, such great momentum. It was really just a few key aspects of the top of that inning that got them back into this game, scored them those runs. They were able to force a pitching change, which is really changing the dynamic of this entire game. It'll be Mariah Valencia back up to the pitcher's mound.
This one delivered, fouled off by Dick, who has been a hard out. She got a line drive double her first at bat and a home run to the right center gap. Last time to put the only run on the board for the Bears. This one popped up, but it's not going to have the power this time, and she will be retired. Catch made by Lorianne Olson, and there's one away here for Valencia.
Right fielder Cheyenne Talmadge.
Up to bat left here.
Now Talmadge, she's worked a nice at-bat her first one, striking out the end, but her second one grounded out to third, and she's 0 for 2, taking the first pitch for a ball. The 1-0, Weekly chopped to short, play made by Smith, and there's 2 away on 3 pitches.
Smith, player of the game in essence today. She's doing a great job all over the field, scoring a run, and of course playing nicely here in the field. The Lopes, the comeback team here in today's game. Valencia right down the middle, picking up that first strike. She's looking a lot more consistent, Alex, here late into this game. I feel like she struggled a little bit at first, getting a lot of walks, getting a lot of balls here, but forcing this first strike. 2 outs now. And she'll pitch right down the plate there for the second strike in a row. Batting right, the Bears.
Fouled off here and stays alive, 0-2. This one flied right field, and a good job of reading that one in for the out there. So a nice play made. And that is the end of the 5th inning. No hits, and Valencia keeps rolling up 3-1. We'll be right back for the top of the 6th.
Okay.
Grand Canyon University's newly remodeled golf course is thriving in the heart of Phoenix, featuring over 7,200 yards of expansive tees and tree-lined fairways, signature par 3s, greenside bunkers, premium greens, and a brand new clubhouse and restaurant. Experience a University Championship golf course this summer with great rates as low as $15 available now. Book your tee times at gcugolf.com.
Welcome back here in the fifth inning in favor of the Lopes, 3 in the top half of the inning, and then a quick pitching job by Valencia in the bottom of the fifth inning. And now we're to the 6th. The new pitcher, Lauren Page.
Yeah, Valencia really doing a great job here in the last few minutes of this game, pitching a lot more consistently. She did not appear in any games last season, Alex. As a freshman, she started 11 games, played in 16 as a pitcher, finished the year with a 1-4 record, 37 innings. Attended Paradise Valley High School, 2-time All-State and 3-time All-Metro selection. So really showing her skills here today. Worried about her a little bit there at the first, but seeing a lot more consistency, a lot more depth from her pitching attributions today. But it will be UNC Bears back up and Lauren Page back to pitch.
And this one fouled off as Bowling, strikeout and a ground out to short. Her first 2 at-bats. Looking to add on to this lead here in the top half of the 6th. Flied on in foul territory, I should say, but playable, yeah. And the catch is made by Adeline Coldiron. So that was really the first, I think, one of the first foul ball playable balls we've seen all day.
Absolutely.
For the catchers. Most of them fouled back into the screen. And 1 out here as Megan Stevens will come up.
I always think the pitchers have the worst job necessarily out there because they're, don't get to see a lot of that action, but great little effort put in by UNC Bears catcher right there. Just a reminder, of course, as we've mentioned before, that due to the tournament-style series, that on the board, just so everyone gets the fair effort of the home and away advantage, it is the UNC Bears in white that appear as the Lopes on the scoreboard, and the Lopes will be the visitors. So as the visitors read 3-1, a little bit of a confusing little thing there, but that's how it merely works in softball, baseball style series tournaments.
And Stevens chops that one on to the third baseman for out number 2. So now Lorianne Olson will come up. Stevens not 0 for 3 so far. Her first at bat tapped onto third, but she was safe as this one swung onto the left side. Foul into the screen at the Lopes dugout. And 0-1. To start off the at-bat.
Rain Olson batting left. She's a freshman from Ironwood Ridge, Tucson, Arizona. Great to see the freshmen, of course, in that starting lineup. That's a little bit more rare to see in Division I college athletics.
Tapped on third, and she'll be safe.
Yep.
Not enough room as these base paths aren't long enough on these tappers to get there. And a good legs to, she got a bunt single last at bat. This time an infield hit for her.
Absolutely. Lopes looking really great in this series today. Another strike there.
Fouled off to the left side. Taylor Kay has not necessarily found her stride, tapping it right back to the pitcher and weakly out in front of the catcher. 0 for 2. This one chopped about 10 feet to the third baseman, and the inning is over. So 1 stranded, 1 hit, and no runs. It'll be 3-1. As we go to the bottom of the 6th.
Thanks to our viewers for tuning in. Be sure to check out GCU.tv. Subscribe to our YouTube page at youtube.com/GCU so you never have to miss any of the action. We'll be streaming our softball home games for the rest of the season, so be sure to tune in.
Taylor and I will be with you
If you want to stick around after this game,
during the whole season for different games.
game time scheduled for 2:30.
Encourage you to keep checking out these games. Check out the 2017 projected WAC winners,
GCU kickoff tournament.
tied for first place preseason projection with New Mexico State.
Absolutely. They were predicted to finish second last year. And of course, they got 23 points in the coaches poll. So it's all the coaches in the Western Athletic Conference that come together and make those preseason predictions, not only on team standings, but on players as well. So of course, Taylor Nolan, Shay Smith, and Camry Wortman all receiving preseason honors. Taylor Nolan voted preseason pitcher of the year and first team honors. It's actually the second time that she's received those honors, and Camry Wortman, her third year in a row earning all WAC preseason honors. Shay Smith as a sophomore, her second time receiving all WAC honors. So, of course, it's such a great honor to be known, throughout the conference, not just here locally.
First pitch strike. Not going to jinx it, but Valencia looking good, and we've had 2 complete games by these Lopes pitchers already. 1-1, saving the arms for this tournament. And the bullpen, it's something they've definitely had the leg up on against their opponents, Northern Colorado and Bradley. In that category, as that pitch just missed on the inside part of the plate, 2-1.
Great to see Valencia coming out here with this late confidence here as such a young player to pitch, in a game like this where they're coming back late into the game, making that last-ditch effort, that last-ditch comeback in a long, drawn-out series like this.
2-2. Valencia looking to get the first out of the inning.
Of course, this is the start.
Way ahead of that one, and another strikeout there. So exactly how she wanted.
Lauren Page.
And it's another K.
Little attempt on there. She hesitated before deciding not to swing at that. 1 strike, 1 out.
This is the designated player, Lauren Page, now pitching. Started just batting, and the delivery on for a strike. It looked good. Inside part of the plate and in the wheelhouse, but unable to make anything happen. And it'll be 0-2.
Of course, just the start of the season for GCU softball. Next weekend, they'll head to Waco, Texas for a series against North Texas, Baylor, and UTSA. They'll also be playing San Jose State, Rhode Island, Maine, Creighton, Cal Poly, and Stanford, a number of the higher elite members of Pac-12 conferences as well.
This one fouled way back, and it'll still be 0-2.
Good thing there's no track practice going on over there, Alex. Someone might have to watch out with these fouls out.
0-2. Breaking ball way outside. Some good last-minute tail action.
Don't forget the game at 2:30, directly following this game. It'll be against Bradley, and then Bradley and UNC will then play later this evening at 5. And then GC will face off Bradley in the morning and UNC in the afternoon to end out this series.
Fouled off again, so staying alive is Page. 2-2.
One out here. No one on base.
And she got her with the off-speed pitch. So 2 in a row. And another strikeout swinging
Adeline Cold Iron.
for Lauren Page. A single to left and a sacrifice bunt to the catcher. It's the first 2 at-bats for Cold Iron. This pitch up and in. Able to avoid getting plunked with that one.
1 ball, 0 strikes, 2 outs. No one on base. Chops to the left, over to first, and that'll be 3 outs. Quick little turnaround there in the 6th inning, and we'll be right back after this.
GCU basketball is America's biggest party. The noise, the ridiculous plays, the havocs. Don't miss out on the rivalry in the desert as GCU gets a rematch with New Mexico State. It's the Lopes and the Aggies from GCU Arena, Saturday, February 11th at 6:30 p.m. Be a part of the Thunder and get your tickets at lopestickets.com.
Back into the top half of the last inning. Grand Canyon leading this one thanks to a 3-run 5th inning. 3-1. The score holding a 2-run advantage. Lauren Page on the bump. Came in relief for Jamie Redicliffe, who started well for the Bears, but Grand Canyon was able to find the number.
Absolutely, making this a turnaround game, a comeback game. Getting a little concerned there in the first few innings. We were getting shut down, of course, by the Bears pitcher, but now Lauren Page subbing in here for Radcliffe late into this game. It's really kind of changed the momentum of the game, in essence, gaining that momentum back and really be able to get those runs. Radcliffe did a tremendous job, though, early into this game, closing down our batters, unable to get any runs early on, and anyone really on base. She was striking us out quick and quite often, so things have really turned around here for the Lopes.
Yeah, hoping GCU can maybe get a couple more runs and build on this lead.
The 7 for the Lopes. The shortstop, Shea Smith.
Shea Smith back at the top of the batting lineup. She's done a really great job today, Alex. Playing like such a strong elite player for a sophomore. Really coming out with a lot of experience, a lot of maturity in her play. Doing great out in the field, getting a runoff as well. And she'll bat left.
First pitch in there for a strike. On to left, but right to the left fielder, Caderna, and the first batter is retired for Page in the top of the 7th.
Sierra Smith, twin sister of Shea Smith. Quite a dynamic duo, to say the least. Being able to play collegiate softball with not only your sister but your twin. Quite a rare occurrence.
And on to the
Off to
first
first.
baseman, so 2 outs as that one hit pretty hard, but right to the shortstop. And now
Gonzalez.
Nikki Gonzalez will come out.
She'll bat right. 2 outs now. Top of the 7th. 3-1.
Flied on to the right fielder. Looks like a can of corn, and it is. So 1, 2, 3. The inning is over. No hits, no runs, none left. We'll go to the bottom of the 7th and the last chance for the Bears to come back, or GCU will start 3-0.
When you're up like that, it's not necessarily a terrible thing for them to, get out so quickly. Being able to hurriedly end this game here. Last-ditch effort for the Bears. They're really going to have to make a comeback in the bottom of this inning. The last-ditch effort in this game.
Mental Health Week is February 13th through 16th. This is a week full of workshops and activities for you to enjoy with your friends and to make new ones. Come celebrate Valentine's Day all week by loving your fellow Lopes and loving yourself. For more information, visit gcu.edu/changingperspectives. That's gcu.edu/changingperspectives. Valencia looking to close this one out, and what would be the third complete game for the Grand Canyon University Lopes in this tournament. They'd be 3 for 3 in complete games. A pitcher was warming for the Lopes during that half of the inning, but that's just, of course, in case she gets in trouble and gets a couple runners on early. Not anticipating anything, though.
Of course, the Bears with a losing season last year, 9-33, going nearly 0-2 here in this series so far. Of course, it's always hard to tell in the first few games, merely, getting the rust off of the preseason training. They start so early with practices through the end of summer, early fall. To have such a long, preseason training regimen to not even have a game until February.
Yep. It's true, but now that it's finally underway, couldn't be more excited, especially with the new stadium. And the Lopes.
Absolutely.
A couple outs away from 3-0 start. This one hit foul to the third baseman. Nice play made on the backhand, but it didn't matter.
Pitching right here. Valencia pitching far right on that one. That's the trend of the pitchers today with the balls they've tacked up. It's a little pitch right, hard right.
And chopped to the third baseman. Throw high, but the play is made and retired for another out.
Easy little out for the Lopes. They're making it look easy off first. 1 out now. Bears really going to have to make something happen off these next 2 bats. They're down now 3-1, 1 out.
And the first pitch to the second batter of the inning is high, so it's a ball. 1-0. And this one taken again, a nice eye, ball 2. Looking to stay alive as long as possible. 5 runners lost on base for the Bears so far, 6 for GCU. This one blooped to the shortstop, and Smith will make the play for the second out. Valencia's got 1 down, and she's got a complete game.
Not necessarily seeing that last-ditch effort that we had hoped to expect from the Bears here. Really just getting that one off, not necessarily having the grunt speed off the bat on home like that. looking to possibly bunt this one left side.
0-1, 2 outs. And the next one on the way. That one in there for a strike. 2 outs. 1 strike away.
This could be game right here, Alex. Leading the Lopes 3-0 halfway through this series.
This one low and in the dirt, so the Bears still alive here, down to their last strike, 1-2. 2 outs. Valencia looking to put this one away. Here for the number 9 batter, Kenzie Caderna. This ball called a ball. Might have been a bit outside. And so now it'll be 2-2 with 2 outs. Looks in. Valencia, the delivery. Chopped on. Play made by Wortman, and the game is over. Valencia will complete the game. 4 hits, 1 earned runs, 2 walks, 3 strikeouts. And for GCU, 6 hits, 3 runs, all 3 coming in the top of the 5th inning. The 1 solo run for the Bears coming off the bat of the leadoff batter Erica Dick in the home run. But GCU was able to rally in the 5th like they have so far. They'll start 3-0. And Taylor, exactly what they wanted. And the pitchers, just like what we talked about, all 3 complete games. So they're keeping their arms fresh.
That's right. We saw, some pitching changes in today's game, of course, from both sides. But I thought really a great effort from all sides in the pitching categories. Valencia doing a great job late into the game, really coming into her own. We saw her really attribute to this team today. Paige coming in late for the Bears as well, putting in some effort there. But it was the Lopes ultimately on top here in this first game of the second day of the series. Thank you for tuning in. We've got more GCU softball, of course, at 2:30 as the Lopes will face Bradley. Follow Grand Canyon University on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram. And don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel at youtube.com/GCU. Have a great day and go Lopes. This has been Taylor Bond alongside Alex Larson. We'll see you this afternoon.